Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admission Counselors and StriveScan. Before we get started with our presentations this morning, just a few quick housekeeping items. To ask questions of the panelists, please feel free to use the Q&A button. You can either direct questions to a specific school or ask a question of all of our panelists. Just a reminder, in the webinar, your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists will not be able to see or hear you. And please feel free to sign up for more sessions at the same website where you signed up for this morning's session. And about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same registration website. But without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our first panelist, who will be Salem College.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ray Celeste, and I'm an admissions counselor here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for Salem College. Like I said, we're located in North Carolina, but pretty close to Virginia. I'm a native of Virginia myself, and I make the trip to northeastern Virginia in about 5.5 hours. So first of all, Salem College is a liberal arts college. What exactly does that mean? It means we're focused on undergraduates. So you won't have to compete with a PhD student or a master's student to do research. It's all about you here at Salem. You'll also get a cross-disciplinary education, which means you'll be able to look at one topic area from a variety of different lenses and perspectives. This also means you won't have to decide on a major right away, which I know was really helpful for me when I was 17 because I had no idea what I wanted to do. And it's unrealistic to expect all 17 and 18-year-olds to choose what they'd like to do for the rest of their life at 17 or 18. And the other thing is that a liberal arts college leads to really good critical thinking skills and problem solving skills that employers really value. So why a women's college? We are a women's college. We are the oldest continuously running place of higher education for women in the United States, founded in 1772. We are passionate about the importance of educating women because, first of all, graduates of women's colleges earn on average $8,000 more per year than graduates of co-ed colleges. So it can be really lucrative to attend a women's college. Additionally, graduates of women's colleges are more likely to enter male-dominated fields and major in math, science, or pre-med than women at co-ed colleges. Some quick facts about Salem specifically. We're ranked number 3 as far as liberal arts colleges in North Carolina and 24th in the country. And we're ranked 10th for social mobility in the United States. We have students from a wide range of backgrounds. We have quite a few Pell eligible students, and so it's a really good investment. We're high on the list for social mobility. We have a really small campus, so it's under 1,000 students with a student to faculty ratio of 11:1, with small average class sizes that are likely smaller than your high schools. 42% of our students identify as people of color. And as far as outcomes after graduation, we have 100% acceptance rate into law school and a 90% acceptance rate into medical school and health-related programs. So we really do prepare our students for not only careers after Salem, but also for additional schooling if they want to go and get a graduate degree. We have quite a few majors, so just because we're a liberal arts college does not mean you won't be choosing a major. These are some of our more popular majors, but we also have an integrated studies major. So if there's something on the list that we don't have, but it seems like we almost have it, you can do an integrated studies major and kind of make it yourself. We have learning outside of the classroom as well. That's really important here at Salem. So 100% of our students complete internships. Every single student completes at least one internship, but honestly, many complete more than one. This is really, really great because not only does it help a student know if that's the field they want to go into, if they can get a little bit of practice via an internship, but it also allows them to have something tangible to put on their resume, as well as just valuable experience. We also have service learning courses and cross-registration at Wake Forest for no extra tuition. So Wake Forest, if you're not familiar, is a larger school also located in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So you can get the all of the benefits of a really small college like Salem while also getting, not missing out on some of the courses that you can take at a larger school. We participate in Division III athletics. So if you play one of these sports, you can play it at Salem. And we have many clubs and student organizations, from identity-based to leadership, service, spiritual, all of those. As far as applications, it's really easy. You just have to submit an application with a high school transcript and a teacher recommendation. As part of our application, we ask for a writing sample. So this can be a personal statement, or it can honestly just be a paper you wrote for your history class or your English class. We are test optional. We have been for a few years, so you don't have to worry about that. And we're free. So apply on the Common App for free. It's really simple. As far as scholarships and financial aid, our merit-based scholarship, we have a half tuition merit scholarship if your GPA is a 3.25 or higher. That's what we're offering currently. And this includes early college students. We also have an art scholarship as well as a music scholarship. But we do have rolling admissions, but you will need to apply by December 1st for consideration for those scholarships. We also have financial aid from the FAFSA. So make sure you fill out the FAFSA for additional financial aid. And lastly, we would love for you to come visit us. We have a virtual tour that's a personalized tour, or you can call us, email us. We have all of our information there. But if you'd like to take a virtual tour, you can just snap that QR code, and we'd love to join you on campus, or we'd love for you to join us on campus. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Salem College. Our next presenter this morning will be University of Florida.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. The University of Florida is Florida's oldest and most prestigious university. We are ranked number 6 in the U.S. News and World Report. So kind of going from a small school first and then jumping over here to a large school. So some of the benefits of a large school are those big opportunities as well. So we have around 55,000 students that call UF home, around 38,000 of those being undergraduates, and our freshman class typically around 6,700 students. From that freshman class though, 97% return for their second year. That freshman retention rate is something that we're very proud of, because that shows the support that you receive on our large, vibrant campus that brings you back kind of year after year. Now, while you are at the University of Florida, we offer flexibility and academic excellence. You are choosing from one of 120 undergraduate majors that lead to 200 graduate majors, 5 professional schools. So you have a full scope of academic opportunities laid out in front of you. On your freshman admissions, though, you are not indicating a major that you are being directly admitted to. You have time to explore. You can even choose our undecided option, exploratory major, for you coming into the university. Now, for my out-of-stater Gators, we are located in Gainesville, Florida, which is north central Florida, about an hour and a half south of Jacksonville, about 2 hours north of Orlando or Disney. So we are in a quintessential small town that supports the college environment. You have all of those big opportunities with the downtown area, the community that's supporting the Gator Nation. But then right outside of town, you have all of the beautiful nature of Florida, hiking, biking, trails, things like that. And then, yes, you will not be distracted by the beach as you are walking to class, but you'll be able to get your toes in the sand within an hour after leaving class. Now, that campus is vibrant. We have all of those students, like I said, we have over 1,000 clubs and organizations related to so many different topics. Also, because of the size of the university, the average age of Gainesville itself is 26. And that includes all of us faculty and staff included, but because of those students there, you just have that vibrant atmosphere. Now, our application process, I'm going to rip the Band-Aid first. We are not test optional this year. There were no changes. We are governed by the Board of Governors from the State University System of Florida. So they have not made any changes, so we cannot make any changes. So what you see on the screen are the 3 deadlines for our freshman admissions process. Submitting an application by November 1st, coming up really quick. Coalition app or Common app is accepted, either one. Then you have until December 1st to submit and link your student self-reported academic record. No transcripts, not the profile sections on the applications. This is a third-party system. Link that back by December 1st, and then by December 15th, request official test scores from SAT or ACT to be sent to our office for admissions consideration. Meet those 3 deadlines, then your decision is posted on our February decision day, Friday, February 26, 2021 at 6 p.m. On that decision day, also, you have a couple of different options. So we review summer and fall together. So it's not easier to get in for summer. It's not any different considerations. On your application, you're also indicating whether you want to be reviewed for the honors program. That's embedded in the general application. So you find out if you're admitted there. And then you have these 2 other pathways that are available. The Innovation Academy, which is built for budding entrepreneurs, and our PACE program, which is Pathway to Campus Enrollment. So that one comes, is an offer of admission where you start with online coursework. Hopefully everyone's familiar with that now. And then you transition to on-campus enrollment when you're ready to start your major. So we have several different options for you to join the Gator Nation. We look forward to seeing you. Connect with us via our social media channels, do our virtual tour on the website there, or connect with any of the staff available. We do have our regional representative, Dennis Barnes, who lives up in Maryland. He's there in your backyard, ready to assist you. So thank you so much, and go Gators.
Thank you, University of Florida. Up next for us this morning will be Stevenson University.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie Reynolds and I am from Stevenson University. So I am excited to share with you all why life as a Mustang is so great. So we are located in Maryland, in Baltimore County, so very much the suburbs, but we are 30 minutes from downtown Baltimore. So we're a great institution for students looking for access to a major city like Baltimore, but still wanting to have kind of a designated campus community and not necessarily be in a downtown college campus. So we have that opportunity. We have lots of great connections in Baltimore, everything from during the typical year, enjoying different events and the professional teams that are in Baltimore Orioles and Ravens, but also a lot of students will do their internships and offsite research projects in the city area. So we're in a great location. We're kind of an in-between size. We have just under 3,000 students. So I always say we're a really good size where we are large enough for lots of opportunities, competitive athletic programs, lots of clubs and organizations, a very diverse campus, as you can see, something we're very proud of. But we're also small enough where the average class size is 17 students, and the student to faculty ratio is about 15 to 1. So a very, very close-knit community. Again, you get to meet lots of different types of people, have lots of different opportunities, but we still have a very family, welcoming vibe on campus. Our faculty really work with all of their students individually. They want to make sure you're doing your best work, and they're challenging you to get you to always continually improve and be better. The idea is to, yes, have an amazing 4-year experience while you're on campus with us, but also set you up for later success. And that's something we start talking to students about in their first year. So all of our majors provide the opportunity for career exploration, and almost all of our majors require some sort of career exploration. So that's either an internship, research project, or a capstone course, which is a project-based course students would take in their senior year if that's offered for them. So again, it's very important for us to talk to students from the very beginning about what your goals, strengths, weaknesses are, whether it's a graduate school is the right path for you or going right into the job market. We have over 90 academic programs to choose from. These are all of our majors. We also have an extensive list of minors, including professional minors, so minors in software design and coding and real estate, things like that. Pre-professional programs, so that's like pre-med, pre-law, and focus areas with some of our majors. Our most popular major is nursing, and it is direct entry, so students can start in the program as a freshman, which is a huge benefit. Other popular majors are criminal justice, biology, business administration, and then we also have unique programs, particularly for a smaller type institution. We have fashion design, film, cybersecurity, biomedical engineering, a whole range of programs, and then, kind of more common English, psychology, history, things you find at a lot of institutions. So definitely a lot to choose from depending on students' interests. We have 3 excellent scholars programs, which you can find even more information on that website. But I like to highlight these programs: our honors program, leadership, and service, because they are really extensive programs. They combine inside and outside the classroom experiences. So students don't just take honors or leadership and service classes. They also participate in projects, mentoring, conferences focused in those areas. So it is a great opportunity for students to really elevate their Stevenson experience. You come in an even smaller group as part of these programs, so it makes our close-knit community even closer, and you get to have some shared experiences with other like-minded students. So for students who are interested in any of these programs, it is a great opportunity that provides some really unique experiences and off-campus experiences as well. They do some great pre-orientation programs like a sailing workshop in the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, which is really cool. In terms of applying, we are rolling admissions. So once a student completes the application, we do typically send out a decision within about 3 to 4 weeks. We have the application, which is free online, the high school transcript, and the essay and short response. We are test optional for this year, and letters of recommendation are optional as well. We don't use early action or early decision deadlines. All of our deadlines are related to scholarship review. And as you can see, we have lots of scholarship opportunities, very generous in our scholarships. Our idea and intention is to reward students for your hard work and recognize your achievements. So we have everything from merit-based, 10,000 to 20,800, which is actually part of the application review. So students find out in their acceptance letter. That's solely based off of review of the transcript and academics, to our full tuition competitive award, which is a separate application, to leadership and service have a scholarship, which is another benefit to those programs. We have art-based scholarships and an interview-based scholarship. So lots of great opportunities. These are all of our deadlines just listed out succinctly as possible. So again, no early action or early decision, but very similar timeline. So our first deadline is December 1st for priority scholarship review and the presidential fellowship, which is full tuition. Goes all the way through to February 1st, which is final scholarship for those merit-based awards. And we do review applications after that scholarship deadline up until March 1st, but most of our students apply by one of our scholarship program deadlines. So many of our students apply kind of around this time in the winter. We are open for campus visits, but we also have a lot of virtual options as well. Stevenson.edu/visit has all of our opportunities listed, from pre-registration for on-campus to all of our virtual options, which include information sessions during the week, academic sessions with faculty members on certain weekends, to counselor calls, which I'll talk about in a quick second. So it's all online. And then this is my contact information. I am the representative for the entire state of Virginia. So that's my email, phone number to call, as well as a number you can text me on. And then I mentioned counselor calls. If you go to stevenson.edu/meetcounselor, you can schedule either an individual video or phone call with me. Definitely love to get to know you better. And thanks for listening. Have a great day.
Thank you, Stevenson. Moving into the second half of our presentations this morning, up next will be Eastern Mennonite University. You're on mute there.
Sorry, let's try this again. Okay, my name is Ben Duran. I'm a senior admissions counselor with EMU, and I specifically work with Eastern and Southern Virginia as my admissions territory. Here's just a nice shot of campus during the springtime. We're located in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and if you're unaware, Harrisonburg is around 2 hours away from Richmond, an hour and a half from Roanoke, an hour from Charlottesville, and around 2 hours from Washington, D.C. So we're very close to a lot of the bigger towns and cities in Virginia. Also, we're located in the Shenandoah Valley, which allows our students a lot of great access to a lot of different hikes and outdoor opportunities, which is a big part of EMU student life. We have a lot of different clubs and activities that will take hiking trips, kayaking trips, camping trips, different things that are in the outdoors. So we have George Washington National Forest, Shenandoah National Park, Skyline Drive, the Shenandoah River, and then Massanutten Resort, all within a half an hour of campus. Our student body, we're at around 1,000 students enrolled into our undergraduate program, 1,600 enrolled in all the programs together, including master's and other online degrees. As you can see in the left corner, our average scores, we are test score optional this year. So we are only requiring a GPA or a high school transcript to be sent to us, and our average GPA is a 3.6. We do have some new renovations on campus. Our Science Center just finished up on a 5-year, $12 million renovation. And here's several different pictures of some of our engineering labs, our newest lecture hall on campus, one of our normal classrooms, and then one of our specialized lab facilities with a class in it. Here you can see the list of our 50 majors and minors, along with some of our graduate programs and concentrations. On the left, you can see some of our popular programs of study, our nursing, biology, business administration, computer science, engineering. But what's nice about being such a small school is that students are really able to explore as much as they want with majors and minors and can really mix and match to whatever they would most like to have. 98% of our job-seeking graduates are employed in grad schools or serving in a volunteer or mission position within 1 year after graduation. And here's a bunch of stats. I'm not going to read them all, but just to highlight a few. In the top left corner is our med school rates that are well above the national average. We do have 100% of our teacher education program grads who seek teaching positions are employed within 6 months after graduation. And then also 100% of our nursing graduates are offered jobs before graduation, and 91% of them this past year passed the state licensure exam on the first try. So since we are a smaller school, our median class size is 15 with a student to faculty ratio of 10:1. Professors are mentors who become lifelong friends. It's definitely more of a community atmosphere at EMU. An interesting key fact for our professors is they prefer to go by their first names, not by their professional titles. And so that's just something that adds to the community and really being able to connect with your professors when you have them year after year. EMU does value out of the classroom experiences, and so a lot of programs have internships or specific to our education program, education practicums. Some of our majors require internships for graduation, but all majors for any student who's interested in an internship will have those opportunities for students. For our nursing students, we do multiple hospital and patient care settings within their last 2 years of the program. So that our nursing students are able to get the full feel of like what the nursing field is, and so they can specifically see where they want to go into it. Another big internship opportunity for the school is our Washington Community Scholar Center. This is a house we own in Washington, D.C., and we have several options for students. We do semester-long programs and then a summer program of 10 weeks. And when students enroll in this program, they have an internship based on their major and specifically what they want to do with their major. And since it's all through EMU, we help set up the internship for you and everything. And while you're there, you're doing your internship 4 or 5 days out of the week and then taking a class at night taught by one of the EMU faculty members. The Washington Community Scholar Center, though, is also a smaller part of our larger cross-cultural program, which it's a lot like other schools' study abroad programs. The one main difference for EMU is all of our students are required to do some type of cross-cultural trip before they graduate. So obviously, like I said, the DC option is one, but we do have other options, semester-long trips and in the fall and in the spring, and then some shorter options in the summer that are 3 and 6 weeks for students who want to do that. Over the past 40 years that we've been doing this, we've visited over 80 locations. But right here is just a list of a couple few of our trips, such as Guatemala, Colombia, several trips in different areas of Europe, India, the Middle East, and South Africa. We do have campus events also for students. We have some annual events like our Fall Festival, Homecoming Weekend, our International Food Festival, our Royals Ball, which is a formal winter's ball. But then we have weekly and monthly events, just like Tuesday Trivia, theater production, art gallery opens, that all students are encouraged to come out to participate in. We also have campus recreation for students, such as fitness center, the climbing wall. We also have intramurals for students who would like to play sports in college, but maybe not at the collegiate level. Here's a list of all of our clubs and organizations that we have on campus. It's around 30 or so. And if you see, or if you don't see a club that you're in right now in high school, but you would like to start it at EMU, it's a very quick process to get that going on campus. And then here are some of our student services. One I like to show is our Royal Treatment Barbershop. That is a completely student-run barbershop. EMU is a Christian university affiliated with Mennonite Church USA. So we founded in Christian discipleship, community service, and peace. And I would be remiss not to point out Lema Bowie, one of our graduates who in 2011 won the Nobel Peace Prize. We do have sports on campus. This is a list of our men's and women's sports. We play in NCAA Division III in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. And even if you don't play sports, you can be a fan at the games. And then we give an average assistance financial aid package of around $37,000 to our students. So I definitely encourage you to visit our campus to apply to the school and send us your high school transcript so we can start the process. And then here's a picture of me with my contact information and my associate who's on the call today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, EMU. Our next presenter this morning will be Capital Technology University.
Sorry, 1 second here. Perfect. All right. Oh, okay. My bad. Good morning, everyone. My name is Lisa. I am the Assistant Director of Admissions here at Capital Technology University and also the representative for the state of Virginia. Just a little bit of information about Capital Tech. So we are one of the only private universities in the state of Maryland, specifically dedicated to engineering, cybersecurity, computer science, and tech management. Basically what this just means is that we are a STEM school. So all of our programs are in the STEM field. These are a list of all of our academic programs. Our most popular majors are computer science and cybersecurity. We do currently have live academic sessions the second to last Saturday of the month, where you can meet with faculty one-on-one and just learn a little bit more about our programs. If you're interested in registering, feel free to scan the QR code at the top of the page. Capital Tech is accredited by the Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology. In addition to that, the Middle States Commission on Higher Education. So Capital Tech is located in Laurel, Maryland, so we're right in between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. We're right off 95 if you've been in Maryland, located in Prince George's County. These are just a few of the most popular internship opportunities that are available here to our students. So what's really unique about Capital Tech is that there is no 2-year wait to start your major. So you'll start taking classes in your major your first semester here. So you're exposed a lot earlier on than the average student. So you can have an internship as early as the end of freshman year. We do have a college and, I'm sorry, not a college fair. We have an internship and career fair for students too every semester. And that is open to freshmen. So if they are interested in kind of just beginning to network and just learn about the opportunities that are available to them, they're more than welcome to attend. And lastly, we do have paid internships available and they do vary by major as well. Our capital commitment to you is that we guarantee that you'll get a job within 90 days of graduation. Again, because you're being exposed a lot earlier on and you're taking your classes in your major, we do set you up for success. If for some reason things are just not working out, you can come back to Capital and take up to 36 credits for free. These are just some of our fast facts about the university. We have a 12-to-1 student-teacher ratio, anywhere between 15 to 18 students. 60% of our students represent the minority population, so we are a very diverse university. 80% of our students receive some form of financial aid, and Capital Tech was also awarded the best cybersecurity program in the nation by CS Magazine. We do have on-campus housing available for students that want to live on campus. They are apartment-style residence halls. Any registered student is eligible to live on campus. If you have a car, you can bring your car to campus. We do have free parking. And if you do not drive or if you don't have a car, we do have a college shuttle available to take you around town. Cost of attendance is roughly $26,000 a year. If you're looking to live on campus, it's going to be an additional $6,000 to $8,000 per year. This price range does fluctuate because in the apartments we do have single, double, and triple rooms. So depending on what room you're living in will depend on the cost of your room. So in total, we're looking at anywhere between $32,000 to $34,000 a year. Our Capital Tech tuition guarantee just guarantees that we will not increase your tuition by more than 1% throughout your 4 years at Capital. On average, colleges and universities increase their tuition anywhere between 3 to 5%. So we do try to make the cost of attendance as affordable as possible. With that being said, I'll go ahead and leave this up for a couple of seconds. These are all of the scholarship opportunities that we have available to our students. When you apply to the university, you're automatically screened for merit scholarship. So we look at your weighted GPA and the number of honor, AP, IB, Project Lead the Way courses that you've taken. Our most popular scholarships are robotics and cyber. If you participate in a robotics or cyber team your junior or senior year of high school, you get $5,000 a year. And lastly, we do have a full tuition and fee scholarship. So once you apply to the university, you'll be notified by mail if you are eligible for the scholarship. And then if you are interested in applying, we are rolling admissions and we are waiving SAT and ACT scores for students applying for fall of 2021. Our application is free on the Common App or on our website. There's no preference as to which method you use. In addition to that, we will need a copy of your high school transcript. Make sure you complete your FAFSA as well, and I've provided the school code there for you as well. And lastly, if you have any AP scores, Project Lead the Way credits, or any certifications, feel free to send those in as well because we will exempt you from classes depending on the major that you are registered for. And lastly, this is my contact information here. If you like what you heard today, feel free to scan the QR code on the top left of the page. It will direct you to our website so you can fill out a information form. But yeah, no, thank you so much for attending, and I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Thank you, Capital Technology. And our final presenter this morning will be Richard Bland College.
Thank you very much. My name is Kyle Dobry. I'm the lead admissions counselor for Richard Bland College of William and Mary. We are Virginia's only two-year residential institution located outside of Petersburg, Virginia, about 30 minutes south of Richmond, about 2 hours from the beach, and about an hour and a half from the mountains. We operate a little bit like your local community college, but with two main differences. The first one being our connection to William and Mary being their daughter school allows us to have some really neat programs as well as scholarships and opportunities for our students, as well as our dormitories on campus really separate us from the community colleges here in Virginia. If you take away nothing else from this presentation, the three main things that I want to instill in you about RBC is our affordability, our access, and our exceptional student experience, all three of which I will dive into a little bit throughout this presentation. Just to give you an idea of RBC by the numbers, we are 60% minority population and 60% female as of this year. Those numbers are a little outdated from last year. Those do need updated. We are 1/3 first-generation college students on our campus, and we have a very small class size. Average class size is under 20 students per class. And our faculty to staff ratio, faculty to student ratio is 26:1. You'll see that number around 2,500 students that participate in all of our programs, but we only have about 1,000 students on our campus every year. Around 450 of them live on our campus. We offer 2-year associate's degrees. So you've heard about a bunch of different schools that offer bachelor's degrees today. Those are 120 credits worth of work. Our associate's degrees are 60 credits worth of work. Those are going to focus on your general education. So no matter where you go and what you study, most of the time you're going to have to take some math, lab science, social science, and English at the 100 and 200 level. Those are what our programs are, knocking out all those general education courses. We then pair those with guaranteed transfer agreements to send our students all throughout the state of Virginia. So after your 2 years with us, and once you get that associate's degree, depending on your GPA and the classes you took, we can guarantee you junior status all throughout the state of Virginia. We have these guaranteed transfer agreements with every public institution in the state and most privates, the big exception going to be Virginia Military Institution. Get asked all the time, do you have this major or that major? Long story short, if it's offered in the state of Virginia, we offer it. And not only that, we can get you there with junior status at a fairly cost-efficient rate. From day one, you're going to meet with someone called a learner mentor who's really going to be your right hand while you are on campus. They are your counselor, your college counselor. They're going to talk about what you're interested in studying, what you're maybe interested in majoring in, where your transfer options are. And then from there, they're going to make sure that you're taking classes that are applicable towards all of those transfer and career goals. Not only that, they track you along the way and are going to stay with you throughout your 2 years at RVC, making sure that you are provided all the resources necessary to be able to get to that goal you previously discussed. Our campus, while fairly large, 750 acres, is fairly wooded and very compact. You're not going to have to worry about running around in between classes. Buildings 6, 4, and 7 are our academic buildings on classes, and the rest of the buildings there are either administrative, our dormitories, or just fun buildings that we have. Our dorms on campus, I really think, are some of the best that we have offered here in Virginia for our freshmen. It is suite style apartment housing. So from the very beginning, you're going to not be in that sort of dorm cell. You're going to have a kitchen, a laundry room, a living room, all within your suite and all available to you right there. The apartments come as you see them right there, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, living room, kitchen, washer, dryer, all within the suite. Excuse me. Clubs, organizations, everything you would find at your other small institutions. We have sports that compete on the NJCAA Division I level, and a lot of our student athletes will go on to compete at Division I or Division II schools after their 2 years with us. We also have intramural sports, club sports, and organizations alike. Really focus on our leadership opportunities that are available for our students. Because we don't have any of that junior or senior leadership on campus, we really rely on our freshmen and sophomores to make sure that their interests are reflected on campus. And once again, we provide you with all the resources to make sure that that happens. Tuition and fees for the whole kit and caboodle, room and board, tuition, fees, everything for the year for our Virginia students, we're just over $18,000 for the year. And for our commuter students, we're just over $8,000 for the year. 77% of our students receive some sort of financial aid or assistance with that, meaning only 23% of our students pay that sticker price at $18,000 referenced earlier. Our statesman scholars are the ones that most of our students access. That's merit and need-based. We start evaluating for that at the 3.0 GPA level, and then we also look at your ESC based off of FAFSA. That'll cover anywhere from 20 to 80% of your out-of-pocket cost at RVC. We also have our Promise Scholars, which is that neat scholarship I was talking about that will transfer with you if you are able to transfer to William & Mary after your 2 years with us. And that will cover 80% of your out-of-pocket cost at RVC and 100% of your out-of-pocket cost at William & Mary. What we look for coming out of high school is going to be a standard or advanced diploma. We start our preferred baseline GPA at 2.5. We do try to put some context to your high school transcript as well. Students that are between the 2.0 to 2.5 mark in the GPA are required to submit some optional items as well, letters of recommendation and personal statements to really help us put some context to your application as well. So like I referenced before, that baseline GPA preferred that we look for is a 2.5, but we can work with as low as a 2.0, so you start evaluating for scholarships at the 3.0 level. Please stay connected. Give us a follow on our social medias. If I can give a plug for our Instagram page, our office does monitor that as well, so please feel free to reach out to us there or visit our website, rbc.edu.
Great. Thank you very much, Richard Bland, and thank you to all of our panelists this morning for your great presentations on your institutions. Before we end this webinar, I just want to thank everybody for joining us today, and also remind you that once you close this window, you'll receive a very quick 4-question survey that we ask you to take a minute and complete. We also encourage you to sign up for more sessions at the same website where you signed up for this morning session. And again, about 1 week from today, a recording of this session will be available on that same website. But thank you again to all of our panelists and our attendees. Have a great morning and good luck in your college search.